time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. We're going to do a request. This request comes in from my reaction and review of Santa Esmeralda doing their cover version of Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. The YouTuber making the request goes by the name of Adrian Fernando Noah. And Adrian writes this: "It is a shame that music as beautiful as this, or like John Miles' song called Music, is no longer made. And you need to react to John Miles' music." Well, I've never heard of John Miles before. At least I don't think I have. And I know I haven't heard the song Music. At least I don't think I have. So this piqued my imagination. So I went to Wikipedia to learn more about John Miles. Well, John Miles is a musician from the UK. He plays keyboards and guitar and writes his own music. Thus, he wrote the song Music. Now, John Miles signed to Decca Records in 1975 and was introduced to Alan Parsons. Alan Parsons produced his first album called Rebel. On that album was a song called Music. Now, Rebel was released in March of 1976, and so was the song Music was released in 1976 as well. Now, Music did really well in Europe. It went to number 1 on the Dutch singles chart. It went to number 3 on the UK singles chart and number 10 on the German singles chart. Why I probably never heard it is it didn't do well here in the United States. It got to number 88 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart, which means it bubbled under pretty quickly. So, with that said, let's hear what the song sounds like. Now, the version that we're going to play is, I don't know if it's live or lip synced, but it's from a show called TopPop. So it's going to be done on stage, and that's pretty cool because I do like watching these artists do their music on stage. So here's John Miles doing the song Music.
Music was my first love, and it will be my last. Music of the future, and music of the past. To live without my music would be impossible to do. In this world of troubles, my music pulls me through.
Oh, very different. So it starts out with John playing the piano and singing the song, hit some high notes in there. But I'm thinking, okay, this isn't going to be like a standard pop ballad. It's just going to flow along with the piano. I know he's got other instruments on the stage, other people in his band with different instruments, and they'll probably come in and be fairly mellow. I was not expecting it to blow up like that. And when the strings came in, I thought, okay, yeah, that's really nice. The strings are just adding a lot of beauty to this particular ballad that he's singing. And the way it showed it on the stage here, it looked like the strings were being done by a synthesizer. So I don't know if the real recording had actual strings on it or if they synthesized the strings. Don't know, but it sounded really, really nice. And then all of a sudden, bang, it goes. The drummer comes in, the bass guitar comes in, and this sucker goes full force rock and roll. And John Miles slaps on his guitar and does some really hot licks on his guitar. Very cool so far. Very cool. Let's see where it goes.
Music was my first love, and it will be my last. Music of the future, and music of the past, and music of the past, and music of the past.
Okay, gotta stop this again. This sucker is changing. So when they said that this was produced by Alan Parsons, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I've got a lot of the Alan Parsons albums, of course, heard a lot of those albums. Um, this is definitely Alan Parsons. You can feel he's got a piece of this thing because this has got a lot of change ups. I mean, there's that orchestration that's in there. I like that piece where he's playing the piano and the cello comes in. I think that is awesome. Now, again, I'm hoping it was a cello and not a synthesizer, but I really like that sound. This sucker is changing up so much, it could fit onto an Alan Parsons project album very easily. Very cool. The other thing that I just want to mention really quick is I had read that John Miles is like progressive music. So again, I wasn't sure what to expect, but yeah, this could easily be considered progressive music, especially with all of the change ups that are in this song so far. I mean, there's no let's say commonality throughout this song. It's pretty much changing up. It's like ballad, then it's kind of hard rock, and then it's kind of symphonic. It's just all over the place, but it's kind of cool because it's put together so nicely. Let's keep on going. Wow, that was impressive. I've never heard that song before. I gotta admit, I've never ever heard that before. Again, like I say, I don't think I've ever heard of John Miles before, but you can feel, especially the right before the last verse, right before he starts singing the last verse, that instrumental piece, that is definitely Alan Parsons. I mean, I know that John Miles wrote this, but it had a lot of influence from Alan Parsons. It had to, because that could have been pulled right off an Alan Parsons album. And this whole piece was so impressive in how it was pieced together. There was so many different change up on this song, but when he got into the vocal, especially the ending, when he did the last verse, and that orchestra was just so dominant, and he was really singing at a higher pitch on that ending, and the crescendo was just beautiful. I mean, just perfect. I just really love how they layered in the orchestra on this piece. I mean, that was done so well. That's why I got to believe it was an actual orchestra and it wasn't a synthesizer doing that orchestration. The arrangement on that was just really really beautiful. But I really like this. This was really good. And like I said, when I read that he was progressive rock, and then the song starts out and it's a ballad, I'm going, okay, this is kind of like just a ballad, kind of a pop rock ballad. But once the song got into it, it was like, oh no, 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 this is definitely progressive rock. I mean, they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink into the song, and it was done really well. I mean, I just really enjoyed how he played piano and sang, how he played his guitar, how the other keyboard player did the synthesizer and electric piano. You had the bass player and the drummer who really didn't, outshine anybody. They just kind of kept the rhythm going of the song. They kept that rhythm track going and allowed John and the other keyboard player to sort of dominate the music, which I think was kind of cool as well. A lot of times the bass and drummer start reacting fairly heavy and take away from the actual music that they're trying to present. And like I said, John Miles' voice, really a nice voice. I really like how he sang at a higher timbre as well. I think that helped move this song along. So this is really cool. Like I said, every once in a while I'll get a comment for a group or a song I've never heard before, and those are always fun for me. I always enjoy that because it's like I'm learning new music. So this is John Miles doing his big hit called Music, at least big hit in Europe. Didn't do so well over here. And I can see why this didn't do well over here as a single. It was just too much of a change up. I think as an album, it did actually better than the single itself here in the United States. I think the album hit number like 68 on Billboard's Top 200 album chart. So I can see it as an album, but as a single, I can see why it didn't make it. But very cool. Very, very cool. I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about John Miles and the song Music, put in the comments below. That'd also be really appreciated. Now I'm going to take a link to this video, which I thought was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I love watching the group actually perform the song, even if it's lip synced, and I think this was lip synced. I still love to watch the group perform it, so this is perfect for me. So I'm going to take a link to this video, put it in my description below. So if you want to watch it again, hit that link. It'll open up and play for you, and I won't be stopping it this time. I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video. So if you want to check out that channel, click on that link. They may have other videos you want to watch. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? You probably still have my video open because you're listening to me talk, and hit that subscribe button. You'll be making me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. Great recommendation. This was a cool song. And it's so cool because I've never heard it before, and I think that there's a lot of stuff going on in here. It was fun. It put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.